All right, well, here you are with silly us, the
Yes.
silly twins. Okay, well, we wanted to talk about change today, and I asked a question in my group a few days ago. What comes up for you when you think about change, or start to make changes, or are in the process of making changes? I know for myself, there's a lot of things I would like to change in my life, and but sometimes I drag my feet, or I get sidetracked. I get, go off and get distracted doing something else. And I know that if I would just focus on those changes, those things would come to fruition much more quickly. So some of you were very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Thank you for sharing your comments about change and what comes up for you. So some of the comments that I had to do with just being with fear. And that's the first thing that kind of comes to my mind when I think about change. Fear is, kind of the big thing, and fear encompasses a lot of different emotions. So being paralyzed by fear, feeling anxious, feeling like you're not worthy, having some of those low-level emotions of shame and guilt, and why would I be able to have these things in my life? Follow through, that's a challenging one for me. Consistency, that's been something I've been working on my whole life, is being consistent. I get really excited, I get really enthusiastic, and it's like, yes, I'm going to do this thing, and then it's like, kind of I run out of steam. Usually I'm able to remotivate myself, but that's often one of the things that happens for me, I think, when I get caught up in those energies of change, or the things that come up around change. So falling back into old ways, it's really easy for us to fall back into those old habits and those old ways of doing things that are comfortable, and maybe they haven't brought us to the place in our life that we would like to be, but it's just sort of human nature to fall back into those places. And then, doubting our abilities, thinking we're not capable, thinking we don't know enough, thinking we're not smart enough, and, on and on and on. So what would you like to add, Nancy?
I just wanted to kind of pop in there that there are different kinds of change. You've got slow change, which I equate to kind of when you're growing up, you're a kid, and you see the older brothers and sisters, and you get to be able to see what they're going through. It's like, ooh, now they're a teenager now. Ooh, that's what I have to look forward to. Okay. And that kind of then goes into planned change, which then is like a wedding. You've got time to plan for that. Your parents getting older, you've got time to plan for that, because you can see that happening. But it's a gradual change. It's not really quick, like a catastrophic change, which would be like a big accident where you lose an arm or a leg or an eye or a partner or a kid or somebody in the family. I mean, those poor people on that boat off of California last week, 34 of them dead. They thought they were going for a weekend cruise, and they're all dead, and they're poor families. That is catastrophic change. And that's the kind of change that I see people getting thrown into without any way to plan for it or get ready for it.
Yeah. So that takes some big time coping skills. Yeah. And no matter how good your coping skills are, that's really challenging.
Yep.
And what I've noticed over the years is, as much as people want to change, human beings, the general consensus anyway, is human beings have a difficult time changing. It's that fear. It's fear of something different, fear of it not working out, fear of making the wrong decision, that underlying fear.
Yep.
So
what I like to think about, let me jump on what you just said there, Deb.
Mm-hmm.
The fear of making the wrong decision. Well, if you make that decision to change and it doesn't work out, you think like a scientist who's in a research lab. That's one less thing you got to worry about. Just don't do that again.
Right.
move to something else. So now you've got more options open because you've eliminated something that you know isn't going to work.
Right. That's
So,
a good way to look at it. So elimination through trial and error.
exactly. And that's what
Uh-huh.
life is. Life is trial and error. You know, go down this street. Oh, there's a traffic jam there. Well, I guess I'll turn around, go the other way. Well, it wasn't what you planned, but oh, look, there's like and look, there's that favorite store of mine that I wanted to stop in and I didn't even know it was open there now. And so you find things that you never even knew might be there that are actually what you're looking for. So I think change can actually be a way to open up your world rather than freeze it through
Right.
the fear.
Right. Yeah. And one of the comments that someone made in the group was that they try to teach their kids and their family that change is an adventure, and being open to the adventure and being open to having and experiencing new things. The other thing that's coming to mind as we're kind of talking is, we all want to change, but sometimes it takes a while. It takes some time to move into that change. Not only do we have to clear the fears and the energetic blocks and so forth and the old programming, but we have to become a vibrational match to that particular situation or thing that we would like to have in our life. And sometimes you just have to have that patience and be willing to wait. So hi, everyone who's joining. I see a few more people popping on. So should we go ahead and just start to do some clearing around?
Clearing. Yep. You go first, and then I'll follow you with a code to support whatever it is you do.
Okay, so I'm going to do some clearings, some energetic, powered energetic clearing. And the first thing I'm going to start with is we're just going to clear any fear of change. And, feel free if you want to pop in and say anything or ask a question or make a comment. We'll try to, look at those. I'll try to look at those comments because I guess Nancy can't see them at the moment. But anyway, we'll try to monitor those comments. And thanks for joining us. So if you're in a place where you can close your eyes, you can go ahead and do so. And I'm just going to go ahead and strengthen everybody's grounding, their connection from their root chakra into the center of the earth. And this is going to also strengthen your connection to your body and bring you more and more into your body. And I'm going to strengthen everyone's midline, their manifestation center. And this is that line of energy that flows straight through your body, connecting you to earth and heaven. And this is a great place to be able to put intentions, to place intentions, and they begin to manifest. So I'm going to clear just on the general fear of change. So first thing I'm going to clear is anything and everything on the emotional levels. I'm going to delete all of the emotions that are causing or contributing to fear of change, especially apathy, grief, shame, guilt, and any other lower vibrating emotions. So give yourself a couple of nice deep breaths, and I'm just deleting all of that from your energy field. And if you're watching this as a replay, this is still going to work for you. So just letting all that energy come to the surface to be deleted. And I'm just watching this energy clear here. It's looking kind of like that character in that pig pen with the blanket and the dust cloud around him. And you can just remember to breathe just to help this all release. So I'm going to now delete on the mental levels all of the conscious beliefs that are contributing to or causing any fear of change. I'm going to delete all of the unconscious beliefs that are also contributing to this as well. And I'm deleting all of the evidence that your mind has collected and gathered to prove and justify that this fear is even real or even exists. So I'm deleting all of this energy down to zero. And just allow yourself to experience this in your own way. Okay, then I'm going to delete on the collective consciousness ancient mind level. I'm going to delete all of the connections to the collective consciousness or ancient mind that are contributing to this fear of change. In the old days, when we lived in a small community, if we changed too much, we might get ostracized. So just deleting anything that's coming up around that fear of change.
Or burned at the stake.
Uh-huh. Anything that's contributing to or causing you to recreate this outdated reality. And I'm going to delete all of the connections to ancient mind because we don't really need that anymore here in our modern day society. Deleting it all down to zero. And I'm strengthening your intuition, your insight, and your knowing. I'm strengthening your connection to the perspective of your expanded self so that you can live more fully from that perspective. And I'm deleting your mind and putting it into another time-space dimension so you're less affected by its programming. So just allow this energy to release. Kind of watching that finish up here. All right, now I'm going to delete this fear of change from the social levels. And I'm going to start by deleting all of the effects and programming from your family, both immediate and extended. I'm deleting all of the limiting conditioning that you might have picked up in your school years. Deleting all of the influences from your classmates, teachers, and friends, beginning with your very first experience of school, all the way through your highest level of education. And I'm deleting all of the influence, belief, and conditioning caused by religion. And I'm going to delete all of the influences that you may have picked up from media, television, radio, and social media. Deleting all the thoughts and beliefs and conditions from books and movies. Any of that programming, that those underlying thoughts and concepts that run as a thread through these different stories and books and TV shows and movies that we watch. Deleting all of that. And I'm deleting any gender biases that may be affecting you. Anything around if I was a man, if I was a woman, if I was this, if I was that, then I wouldn't be afraid to change. I could change easily. And I'm deleting any negativity or any limiting programming from any cultural biases or any racial bigotry. Deleting all of that down to zero. So just remember to breathe and help this energy simply and easily release. And I'm going to go ahead and pause here for a moment and strengthen your grounding again, strengthen your midline. And I'm going to continue by deleting all the effects and potential weaknesses from your physical environment. I'm deleting all the negative energy from your home, your car, and any other physical space you spend time in, your office if you work. I'm deleting any weakening effects from your community, your state, your town, and your country. Deleting all of that down to 0. And I'm going to delete anything in your physical body that may be contributing to this fear of change, anything that's being held on the cellular levels. Just deleting all of that energy, information, programming that's in the cells of the body. And I'm deleting all of the effects from past lives, karma, deleting any soul contracts, any vows, any beliefs that you might have carried over from lifetime to lifetime that may be contributing to that fear of change. I'm deleting any current religious or spiritual dogma and limitations that may be affecting you. And I'm going to delete anything on the psychic or empathic levels that you pick up from other people, other places. I'm deleting all of the effects of energies that you might pick up from other people, things, the environment. And I'm strengthening you to be strong and steady, like a lighthouse, safe and secure on the shore. No matter how hard a storm is raging, you're strong and impenetrable, imperturbable, and your inner light continues to shine brightly and expand and get stronger and brighter. And I'm going to delete the effects and influences from other energetic beings, such as entities, discarnate spirits, any alien beings that may be affecting you. I'm deleting anything that may be negativity. I haven't been talking for too long here. Anything that has been negatively affecting you and contributing to this feeling and this fear of change. I'm also deleting any implants in your energetic field that no longer serve you or may be limiting or negatively affecting you.
Well, that was a powerful one. There she is. Oops.
Okay, there you are.
Yeah, that was a powerful one.
We popped Nancy right out there.
Dang. Popped everything off. I glossed everything. Wow. Interesting.
All right, so now I'm going to delete any other possible reasons, causes, sources, or conditions that may be affecting you. I'm deleting all of that now down to 0. I just realized I was going to ask everybody to kind of tune in and see how intense that fear of change was for them on a scale of 1 to 10, and I forgot. But now if you take a moment and just check in with yourself and see how intense that fear of change is, 10 being the most intense, 0 being none. And if you would, if you're able to, and if you would, could you please type that number in the chat for me? We'll see how we're doing. And if there's anything you want to mention in that you experienced during the clearing so far, always interested to hear. Okay, I'll wait another moment or two because there's
a nice delay. Yeah.
A little bit of a delay. Yeah.
7.
Okay, 7 still. Okay, great. So, so just take a moment to kind of tune into your body. If you still feel like you have quite a bit of intensity around this fear of change, and notice in your body where you're experiencing any sensations regarding this. Okay, good. Top of your head, cooling effect. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just continue on here. So I'm going to strengthen you to acknowledge and integrate the energetic changes that have already taken place and help you to be fully aware of the energetic shifts and changes that have already happened within you. And if you still have a pretty high number, I'm just going to ask, how is holding on to this serving you? Or is it serving you? And are you ready to let it go? Are you ready to simply let it go? I think most of us have probably heard that story of the monkey who they have a jar and there's, I think, stones or something in the jar that the monkey wants. And so to put their hand into this jar, they have to, open up their hand and then put it in the jar. And then they go to when they pick up the stuff in the jar, they make a fist. Well, when they make a fist, they can't take their hand out of the jar. So sometimes we just have to decide to open up our hand and let go. So you might want to imagine you're going to, take your fist and you're going to collect up any of this residual energy around fear of change, and you're going to wrap your imaginary fist around it. And then you're just going to simply open your hand. You probably can't see me on camera. Open your hand and just give it to the earth. Let it fall into the grounding cord to be released. And then I'm going to delete any reasons, causes, and sources that may be contributing to that number not being 0. And of course, this is a process. All right, that's a good one. I'm seeing Seema, afraid of extra responsibility. Okay. All right. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and delete any reasons, causes, sources, and conditions that are contributing to this number not being 0, to this fear of change being held in place. I'm going to delete all of that down to 0, minus infinity. And give yourself a couple of nice deep breaths. And just allow your energy just to simply and easily flow into your space to fill up any of the spaces that have been created by releasing all of this energy. And I'm going to strengthen you all and help you to integrate all of the energetic shifts and changes that just occurred. I'm going to delete your mind from wanting to bring things back to the way they were. And I'm going to delete your body from trying to recreate old patterns of being. So as most of us know, who have been working with energy for a while, or even if you're new to working with energy, oftentimes we kind of clear off layers. And we sort of come to a plateau, and then, we go through life and things get stirred up again. And so when they get stirred up, it's just another opportunity to release more. So go ahead and give yourself a couple of nice deep breaths and open your eyes if you'd like. And Nancy's going to run a code for you that's going to support the clearing I just did.
Okay, so for those of you that might not know what I do, I run quantum healing codes, which means that I use sequences of numbers that have been brought through. I use 2 different systems, the Anahata code system and the energy balancing by numbers system. Today, the codes that came up are all from the Anahata codes. So I thought that was very interesting. But the first one that came up was as a result of a question I asked about release. So it's perfect that it goes with Debbie's protocol that she's using, because it's all about releasing. So the question that I asked was, is there an assisting frequency for highest good that will gently trigger a release of your greatest fears? And the code that came up was the color green. So in order to put in a code, and the way that the codes work is that we already have over 1,200,000 codes in our system, in our bodies, and our energetic system. And it runs everything. And we all have the same codes as a duck, a turnip, each other, a chair. We all have the same bucket of codes, but we only turn on what we need to be us and to do what we need to do when we need to do it. So our codes could get out of whack. And so sometimes we'll end up borrowing a code from something else that embodies the thing that we're lacking, or that our code is broken or out of balance in. And in this case, for releasing, the color green came up as a support code for our version of color green, which could be damaged in regards to this question. So I'm going to read the code off. I read it 7 times. And we do a little kind of a installation technique to help us get our body involved in putting the codes in. We take our non-dominant hand. So I'm right-handed, so that's dominant. That one goes on my heart chakra. So your dominant hand goes on the heart chakra, and your other hand, your non-dominant, kind of just put it up like an antenna, as if you were going to grab the code out of the ethers as it comes in. And that becomes your antenna. Then as I read the code, just imagine that code coming in through your antenna hand, up your arm, across your shoulders, down your other arm, and being delivered into your energetic space through your heart chakra. Okay? And just listen along. You're already grounded. Okay? I'm going to have you close your eyes to watch this so that you don't have as much distraction around you. And just listen to me install the code. And I'm going to read it 7 times or more, if that comes up as what that needs to happen for right now. So I like to rub my hands together to get the hand chakras opened up. Get your hands up, get them opened up, get your body involved in being able to make the changes and the codes in. Debbie's having a release. Yay, Debbie. So we're all going to go ahead and make sure your grounding cord is still in place. Base of your spine, drop it at the center of the planet. Make sure it's turned on to release. And then come on up to the center of your head, behind your eyes, between your ears. And make a nice little space in there where you can run the ship from, so to speak. And here we go. We ask for, accept, and align with this Anahata code. It's with gratitude. We accept the assisting frequency for the color green. 528-1146-1819-7041. 528-1146-1819-7041. 528-1146-1819-7041. 528-1146-1819-7041. 528-1146-1819-7041. 528-1146-1819-7041. 528-1146-1819-7041. 528-1146-1819-7041. That was 7, but I'm going to do one more. 528-1146-1819-7041. And close up the installation by putting both hands on the heart chakra and be grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it is so. Now, just to reiterate about that color green, green's the color of balance, harmony, and growth. And it's the color of spring, of renewal, of rebirth. It renews and restores depleted energy. Okay, so this is going to support the work Debbie just did. And from an emotional standpoint, it symbolizes growth, harmony, freshness, and safety. So when you feel really stressed out about, oh my God, are they going to like me if I change my hair color, if I change my clothes, I change my style, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be okay. All right. So I want to know if any of you guys noticed anything during that install. And for those of you watching after the fact, you're going to get the code as well. Just follow along with what I did, and you'll receive that code also. So we're going to give it a second here. My hands are buzzing. Woo! When we do code work, we typically will start with a question. Okay. And the question is what we want, not how we're getting there, but where we want to be, the things we want to actually happen. So that's why we do it the way we do it. Okay, a lot of warmth into your heart. Excellent. Yep. Good job. Yep, yep, yep. Me, I've got hot hands, which is always nice. And I actually have a buzz on the top of my head today too, which is always nice. I like to feel it physically. I like to be whacked by the codes. I like to feel them. So yeah, hand tingles, great. Awesome, Lindsay, great. Good job. Good job. Okay, Debbie, back to you.
Okay. I'll quit hiding. All right. So how's everyone feeling? Anybody have anything to say before we do one more? I'm going to do one more clearing. Nancy's going to do another code, or maybe two.
I could probably pull out two after you do your thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think we'll have time for that.
I think so too, yeah.
Okay. All right. So the next thing I'm going to clear is self-worth.
Yay!
So,
we're not worthy. We're not worthy.
yeah. So, I think that comes up a lot for people, and that was, some of the comments as I rip my earbuds out of my ears here. Some of the comments that were made of, you'd like something, but, well, maybe it's not going to happen. We start to negate what it is we want and cancel out what it is we would like to have. So self-worth, go ahead and close your eyes. And just a reminder, we're moving a lot of energy here today, so just be nice to yourself the rest of the day, and actually all the time, but especially the next day or two, and drink some extra water, rest if you need to, and just know that you might have some emotional stuff coming up from these clearings, but you don't have to, but it could happen. So we're going to go ahead and strengthen your connection to the earth again. Never hurts to do that more than once, and strengthen that midline manifestation center, make it nice and strong so you can simply and easily release these energies that you're ready to let go of. And I'm going to start by deleting any energies, any emotions that are causing or contributing to this feeling of lack of self-worth. We don't want to get rid of self-worth. So I'm going to clear especially apathy, grief, fear, shame, and guilt, and any other lower vibrating emotions that may be contributing to this lack of self-worth. So leaning all of that down to zero. I'm just noticing where that's releasing from your body. Oh, and you might want to tune in and see where that self-worth, where you're experiencing that lack of self-worth in your body, how intense it is on that scale of 1 to 10, 0 to 10, just for your own information. And just breathe, using that breath to let go of any resistance to releasing this energy, any resistance to changing your energy. And then I'm going to go ahead and delete anything on the mental levels, any conscious beliefs that are contributing to this lack of self-worth, as well as any unconscious beliefs that may be contributing to this lack of self-worth. Perception of lack of self-worth because it's not true. And deleting all of the evidence that your mind has collected and gathered to prove and justify that this actually exists, that you're not worthy. I'm deleting all of that now down to 0. And I'm going to delete all of the connections that you might have to the collective consciousness that may be contributing to this lack of self-worth and causing you to recreate this outdated reality or recreate this untruth, so to speak. And I'm going to delete all of the connections to ancient mind that you might have, deleting it all down to 0. And I'm going to strengthen again your intuition and your insight and your knowing so that you can trust yourself more and more rather than looking outside of yourself. I'm strengthening your connection to that perspective of the truth of who you are, that expanded, eternal, spiritual being, so that you can operate more and more from that perspective. And I'm deleting your mind again, putting it into another time, space dimension so you're less affected by its programming. And I'm deleting all of the effects and programming from your family, both immediate and extended. Yes, you may love them, but you don't have to carry around their thoughts and their programs and their energy. Let it go. And I'm deleting all of the limiting conditioning that you might have picked up in school, deleting all of the influences from classmates, teachers, and friends, beginning with your very first experience with school all the way through your highest level of education. We spend a lot of time in school, so there's a lot of influences that we pick up there. So I'm deleting all the influences and beliefs and conditioning related to religion, deleting all of the influences, thoughts, beliefs, and conditions related to any kind of media, including television, radio, social media, movies, books. It's easy to get sucked in and pulled into the stories and those things. And I'm deleting any gender biases that may be affecting you related to your self-worth. I think it goes on all across all cultures and in more, some more than others. And I'm deleting any negativity or limiting programming from any cultural biases or racial bigotry of any kind. Deleting all of that down to 0. And I'm going to delete all of the effects and potential weaknesses that might exist in your physical environment. Deleting all of the negative energy from your home, your car, your office, your workspace, any other physical space you spend time in. Deleting all of the weakening effects that you may experience in your community, your town, your state, or your country. And remember to breathe. I'm going to strengthen everybody's grounding again here and strengthen your manifestation center, your midline. And strengthen your ability to experience and realize and notice all of the big energetic shifts that are happening right now for you. And I'm going to delete anything in your physical body that may be contributing to this lack of self-worth. Any old judgments that you might have picked up. Anything that you've been carrying around on the cellular level, anything about your body that may be contributing to that lack of self-worth. So I'm going to delete all of the effects from past lives, any karma, any soul contracts, vows, beliefs that you might have carried over from lifetime to lifetime. And along with that, I'm going to delete any current religious or spiritual dogma and limitations that you might be bumping up against. A lot of programming in some of those philosophies related to not being worthy, etc., etc. Deleting all of that down to 0. And I'm going to delete anything you might have picked up on the psychic and empathic levels, deleting all the effects of energies that you picked up from other people, things, the environment. And I'm going to strengthen you to be strong and steady, grounded, connected to your body, connected to the earth, connected to your own light, your own beingness, your own strength. And I'm strengthening you to be able to stand in your own energy and broadcast that light, that frequency, that uniqueness, and that genius that's yours and yours alone. Strengthening you to be imperturbable, impenetrable to other energies so that you're less and less affected by them. Strengthening you to be okay with exactly who you are, how you are, and the way you are. And I'm going to go ahead now and delete the effects and influences from other energetic beings, such as entities, discarnate spirits, alien beings that may be affecting you negatively or contributing to you feeling this lack of self-worth. And I'm going to delete any implants in your energetic field that no longer serve you or may be limiting or negatively affecting you in any way. And I'm going to delete any other possible reasons, causes, sources, or conditions that may be affecting you. Deleting them all now down to 0. And deleting any resistance to letting go of this energy. Deleting any reasons that you may be wanting to hold on to this energy. So take a moment to tune in to your body, tune into that number. Where is that number in terms of lack of self-worth at? If you'd like, you can type that into the chat. And we had Torgun join us from Norway. Hello. Thanks for So where's that number for some of you now? If you'd like to share that, it's always helpful for us here. All right. Well, it might take a moment to have that pop in. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and delete any other reason, sources, causes, or conditions that may be causing you to hold on to that energy for any reason in any way, deleting all of that down to 0.
Ah, nice.
2, good. Yeah.
Very
Okay.
good. Very good. At 2 again. Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Good. All right. Okay, so once again, I'm just going to go ahead and delete anything that might be keeping the energy there and keeping that number at a number 2. Anything that's keeping it from being all the way down to 0 at this now moment in this now present time. It's deleting anything and everything that may be causing that energy to be held there in your body. Deleting all of that down to 0. And I'm going to go ahead and strengthen everyone, strengthen your connection to your body, strengthen your grounding, strengthen your connection to your midline. I'm going to integrate all of the energetic shifts and changes that just transpired for you. And I'm going to delete your mind from wanting to bring things back to the way they were. And delete your body from trying to recreate old patterns of being. So give yourself a couple of nice deep breaths. Know that your self-worth has increased tremendously between now and the time we started a few minutes ago. And just acknowledge that also that fear of change has diminished quite a bit too. And I'm going to turn it over to Nancy and let her run a couple more codes for you.
Okie dokie. What's really interesting is Deb and I got together a little bit before the broadcast started just to kind of see what she had come up with to run and then compare what I had come up with to run. And we were looking at the same change pictures. Very, very interesting. And the comments that you guys had also, the especially worthless, that is the number 2 code that I asked for. And this is the question that I posed for the worthless question. And I didn't know it was worthless at the time. Okay, so the way the codes work is you kind of look at what you want to get rid of or what you want to change, your concern or your desire, and you ask a question and then you see what comes up. And so this was the question I asked, and this was based on rewiring. Okay, we've already released, and then I wanted to rewire what's going on, which Debbie talked about, the programming, getting rid of the programming that's in there and, you know, setting you up for your next step. So rewiring was the next question I asked, and it was, is there an assisting frequency for highest good that will rewire you to face your greatest fear with confidence and fearlessness? And the code that came up was worthless. So, which is a fear-based emotion. It's out of the Anahata codes. And so what this code will do is this code will, again, support the releasing of all that feeling not enough energy and give you more of, I am enough, I am worth it. My choices are mine. My choices are relevant for me. I don't need to walk into anybody else's expectations because I am enough to know what's good for me. So here's the code we're going to run for worthless. So again, you know the drill. Dominant hand on your heart chakra, non-dominant hand up like an antenna. Just check your grounding. Go ahead and close your eyes. Check your grounding. Get back into the center of your head, behind your eyes, between your ears. And breathe. And as I read the code, just picture it coming into your antenna hand and getting delivered into your energetic space through your heart chakra. We ask for, accept, and align with this Anahata code. It's with gratitude we accept the assisting frequency for worthless. 11368 24983 4. 11368 24983 4. 11368 24983 4. 11368 24983 4. 11368 24983 4. 11368 24983 4. 11368 24983 4. 11368 24983 4. Another one, 11368 24983 4. One more, 11368 24983 4. And both hands on the heart chakra to close up the installation. And be grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it is so. And I have one more for you. They go in really quick. So it's they're very simple to do, and they don't take up a whole lot of time. And you can redo these codes. Obviously, we'll have them posted in the comments afterwards when this goes up onto Facebook for, repeats, so that you'll know what the codes are. So the next one that I pulled was about rebalancing. Okay, so we've released, we've rewired, and now we're going to rebalance everything. And the question was, let's see where it is. Where is it? Okay. Is there an assisting frequency for highest good that will rebalance you to approach and work in sync with your greatest fear of change? In other words, not letting it affect you. And the code that came up was the panda. Now, the panda, as in like the black and white little bear, is a spiritual animal, represents peace and gentle strength. It's also a sign of good luck and positive thoughts. And as far as energy medicine and the panda, it can lessen aches and pains, illness and disease. It can create deeper happiness, satisfaction, and contentment. It increases focus, clarity, and productivity. And it will renew balance, health, harmony, and well-being. So this is our rebalancing code. So again, here we go. Assume the position. Dominant hand on the heart chakra, non-dominant antenna. We ask for, accept, and align with this Anahata code. It's with gratitude we accept the assisting frequency for the panda. 14092 13068. 14092 13068. 14092 13068. 14092 13068. 14092 13068. 14092 13068. 14092 13068. 14092 13068. Another one, 14092 13068. One more, 14092 13068. And go ahead and both hands on the heart chakra to close up the installation and be grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it is so. Woo, baby. Hands are on fire. Yeah. I love these codes. I love these codes.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Very nice.
So what else, Deb?
So I just want to say thanks to everyone who joined us live and all of you who are going to watch the recording. Nancy and I are going to be doing 3 days of this, the codes and clearing, and that'll be on September 20th, 21st, 22nd, which is a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And let's see, 2 o'clock Mountain, 1 o'clock Pacific. So 2 o'clock Mountain, that's 3 o'clock Central, and 4 o'clock Eastern.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll be working on change, different aspects of change, different levels of change. And Debbie, we're like giving this away.
Yeah. So $7 get you the 3 days and all the recordings. It'll be about an hour, similar to what we did here today. That's the link to purchase, to jump in on it. But I'll go ahead and post everything in the Facebook post, so it's easier to get to. And if you want to find out more about Nancy, Nancy's website is
Your Energy RX, YOUR Energy RX.com. And I have a Facebook group, Quantum Healing Code Carriers. It'll be all in the links.
Okay. And then my Facebook group, I think a lot of you are in it, is Spiritual Seekers. And my website is debbieemerson.com, and that's DEBIEMERSON.com. It might get a little confusing because I actually typically spell my name the way it is on the screen, DEBBIE, but I couldn't get that web address. So DEBI. Well, thanks a lot, everyone, for joining us. And anything else you want to ask or say or share before we end the broadcast? Go ahead, and we'll give you a moment to
Give you about 20 seconds.
Type something in the comments. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. I'm glad you enjoyed it and experienced it.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jill and Seema and Torgan. And who am I missing? Sorry if I haven't said your name. Lindsay. Yeah. Okay. Jill. Yeah. It's always great to have real live people on a Facebook Live.
It's really nice. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks, everybody. And we'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.